Okay, so one thing you should know about parenting is that parenting takes time. Parenting consumes time. I don't know anything more time consuming than parenting. You cannot not be there for your children, except you don't plan to bring up whole children. And I mean, I know I'm talking to people who want to be intentional parents, not just intentional parents, who don't want to burn nonsense. I mean, people who want to bring godly seeds into this world. Children who will make impact, right, in the world. But I have to tell you, you have to be there for them. Now, there is this the most common excuse for not being there is that we are chasing money or we're chasing our dreams, right? That's why I say we are so blessed as a generation that we have we've literally seen examples of two generations before us, right? And we've seen their flaws and their mistakes. It's just easy, to know what to do. So my solution, the solution I prefer, I mean that's what I'm living right now, is I know when I am going to marry and when I'm going to start having children. So it determines the things I do before then. It drives my ambitions. It drives. You see, people are like, now only you to serve God. I know that there's coming a time I won't have that time. People are like, you are reading, you reading Bible too much. You don't read other things. But there's coming a time I won't even. I don't know if you've ever stayed in a house where there are 2, 3 small children. You cannot, except they are asleep or they went out. And the way this thing works is that they'll tire you out so much that when they sleep, you have no choice but to sleep. But then you can't successfully read 10, 11 chapters of the Bible. No, you are not a machine. You are a human being. You will sleep, right? And they don't even sleep straight also the night. When you have this kind of children, don't sleep straight every night. Every 1 hour, and their cries, all those kind of cry that will pierce your eardrum. Like you shot an arrow, like a laser through it. You have to attend to them. No matter how you get angry, you have to attend to them. So that also shuts out vigil. You cannot be doing vigil until they are grown up. So it's not like your life shuts down after you give birth. It's more like your life changes. And these things I expect, they are predictable. I mean, they are predictable. So for me, it is why it drives my everything. There are things I know I must learn before I'm so age. There are things I know I must start before I'm so age. There are things I know I must finish before I'm so. I have planned it. But you see, when you now see me, parenting my children so well, in the next few years, they're growing up, I was like, oh, this boy is just so lucky. I'm not lucky. I planned. Now we are talking, build a company, start something. You are still depending on the job, and you are 30. You're still depending on the job. You're 33. You're still depending on the job. Somebody must pay you salary before you eat. It's when you now enter marriage, you now realize that jobs don't cut it. You now want to start building a company at that time, and your wife it's not that you're going to abstain and say, okay, we will not give birth until like next 2 or 3 years. Let's see how the company starts. No, you will impregnate her. Now she will be pregnant and alone, because most of the time you are not around. Why? You're trying to build a company when you're supposed to be building a family. Wisdom is profitable to direct. I'm not saying wisdom is profitable to direct. At least plan. Let's be that the plan didn't work. Plan.